it's late, but I was like reading. I was getting like, to be honest, I was getting kind of nervous for beginning freshman year. Just because. And I'm up late, and I was going through my thing, and I was really weird. I was like, okay, I'm like trying to get back in school spirit. I found this algebra survival guide. Awesome, said the Washington Times, written written by Josh Rappaport, and illustrated by Sally Blakemore. Yeah. And I was like going through it because I'm like, you know what, like math isn't like my strong suit, so I'm like better like just get my mind like into that thing again. And there's like a question and answer thing, and like since I've been like through middle school, I already have done like this math. Oh, my hands look like baby hands. I don't like it. But I was reading through it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is making sense because I learned this. And sorry, my lamp is really bright. But I came across these 3 question and answers, and I thought they were like, okay, like motivating, very, very motivating. So I wanted to share them with you guys. So the first question asks, why does algebra seem so much stranger and harder than any math I've done up to this point? And the answer was, algebra is weird because it uses abstract ideas. And then he gave us, well, the book, a diagram, and it said concrete, my dog Rover. Somewhat abstract is dogs in general. More abstract would be living things, and abstract would be life. Thinking about concrete ideas means thinking about stuff you can take in through your 5 senses, things you can touch, taste, smell, see, or hear. Thinking about abstract ideas means thinking about pure ideas. How Mr. X treats students. Is Mr. X fair? What is fairness and justice as the abstract thinking? I'm like, that makes sense because like you can't touch it with your hands. You can't like feel justice, like that personal feeling, And I just thought that made sense. Okay, on to the next question. Why do most schools start teaching algebra around 8th, 9th, or 10th grade? Is this really the best time for people to learn it? This question was like, okay, I got this year. I'm gonna focus because it made a lot of sense. Connecting with fellow teenagers. It says, actually, the reason students start learning algebra at this time has to do with the development of their minds. And yes, it's the perfect time to learn algebra. Jean Piaget, a famous Frenchman, studied how children's thinking changes as they grow up. Piaget noticed that during early adolescence, children's minds undergo a huge change. While in early years, children focus on concrete things, stuff they take in through their 5 senses, like trucks, candy, flowers, and dinosaurs. But in teen years, kids start to focus on abstract ideas. That's why this time people find themselves asking the big questions like, why am I on this planet? What's the purpose of school? Why is the universe here? And it's also why teenagers tune into music lyrics. It's because they're searching for meaning. And I was like, after reading it, I was like, oh my God. They explained all of my like teenage years as a teenager, which was a year. Wait, 2 years. Whenever I listen to the song, I'm like, oh my God, that's so my life right now. Teenagers naturally start to develop abstract thinking, and learning algebra gives them another big push along on that path. So the answer is this. You learn algebra during early adolescence because that's when your mind is most ready to grow in this way. So if you're sitting in algebra class, yes, you will sleep, you will slack off, but most of the time think, I've got this. These 4 other years go by so fast, and then you're out there in the world, maybe without your parents, and you're like, I don't know. And you would have thought back to that moment saying, well, I wish I paid attention, because things would be so much easier. Last question. Other than helping me learn to think in abstract ways, why should I study algebra? Why is this good in a practical sense? Studying algebra boosts your chances of succeeding in today's world. Learning algebra boosts your chances of getting into college or university of your heart's desire. Knowing algebra will help you survive in the big bad world. Algebra teaches you to solve difficult problems, and I'm going to explain this one. By developing your algebraic mental muscles, you strengthen your ability to tackle your problems in life. For learning algebra improves your ability to think clearly. Again, development of the frontal lobe. And fifth, learning algebra teaches you about yourself. Since algebra is a product of the human mind, studying algebra gives you insight on how your own mind works. Learning this subject shows the logical thought patterns that are just a part of you because you're human. Yeah, I know I might be doing some school videos like more often because school, but I hope it doesn't get a little too boring. So again, I say down in the comments on what you want to see here, how I can improve, because I always take constructive criticism. I don't know that, but it's like what artists use or whatever. But yeah, okay. And remember, we're gonna own this bitch.